Recording.
And yeah,
Hi.
ASMR, SASMR.
So, hi, Jack.
How you doing?
Good. Welcome to the Naked Truth about Eurovision.
Nice nipples.
Thank you. It's a bit cold today, but we will be fine.
I was gonna say it's so nice and warm in here. I
Yeah,
was like when I took off my socks, I was like, huh, this is
On a
bad.
special occasion, I put the heater a bit up.
Exactly. I think it is a special occasion. It's our second episode,
Yeah.
second of many.
On the way to become famous.
Exactly. We had some great feedback on the first one. Lots of people wrote in and gave us great names for the show.
Exactly. And our naked concept is what won in the
Yes.
end. Yeah.
Yes.
What also was in the news recently is Greta Thunberg.
Oh yeah. I saw her being carried away by police recently.
Exactly, in Germany. And they're such an inspiring person, right?
Exactly. But what could she possibly have to do with Eurovision?
You know when like something happened in school and you cannot wait to run home and tell your mom? So I cannot wait to tell everybody that like Greta Thunberg has a lot to do with Eurovision because her mom actually represented Sweden in Eurovision.
This is shocking. She's a Nepo baby. Greta Thunberg is a Nepo baby.
Yes.
People just don't come from nowhere.
If you read some comments in the internet, you can see that people are like, how can Greta Thunberg be so authentic and real if her mom is like the most capitalist and like middle class thing that like is to represent someone in Eurovision.
I think that's a bit harsh.
So 2009, Milena Ehrman, that's her name, representing Sweden in Eurovision.
In which country?
Sweden.
No, but where were they performing?
Eurovision was in Russia.
Oh,
2009. The winner we're gonna speak about him in a bit because this was like Alexander Rybak that did a mess in the pre-selection of Belgium.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah, he's just a cute face. He's not nice.
He was a cute face.
Pop opera song.
Pop opera. That's a good genre. Oh my God. I love this song.
I know, it's great. It's crazy.
Oh my God, I can't believe this is Greta Thunberg's mom.
Yeah. She's so lucky.
The things
Both
you know
of them are
that you
lucky.
don't even know.
Both of them are lucky. That's an answer.
Wait, maybe I don't know this song.
We
Was the Ogun reference in the Australian song?
They cannot refer it because they cannot copy in Eurovision. But wait. Now it's French. Wait a second. In every club they can play.
But this is not rap. This is original. This tune, rip, whatever she's doing with her voice.
It has to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's like Pavarotti. But Pavarotti was in Eurovision.
Wait, screaming.
It's a little bit Katie Miller Heike, the Australian woman. Several years ago.
That was years after.
Katie,
She has a really, the Australian one. She is a really famous opera singer in Sweden anyway.
Wow, I feel like there's a lot of parallels there.
Has to be. So, she didn't do so well, but...
She didn't do well.
She got like the 19th spot.
Oh, that's not great.
I mean, the performance was a bit all over the place, and it didn't go.
How many times did she perform in Melodifestivalen?
No, it was her first time.
Her first time, and she got through, and then she never went back.
Yeah, the Melodifestivalen is the Swedish pre-selection.
And
for the people that don't know.
For the people at home.
If anyone
For the
doesn't
people
know
listening at home. That is, knowing the names of the different pre-selections, that's its own, knowledge
a new level.
Yeah, you've just like, the Euro song, I think, is the worst. It's just so lame, the Belgium name. It's like,
because that Eurovision in Flemish or something. Or that's how they call it there.
Of course.
So actually today I wanted to speak about all the famous people that owe Eurovision their fame.
Yeah, who broke out of the Eurovision sphere and became bigger than Eurovision, which is hard to believe that you can.
And there are exactly 3. So it's a bit... No,
I think there are more than 3.
Yeah,
Come on.
Mahmoud. Yeah, but he's not famous.
Isn't he?
In your head, in your purse. No, but okay. So first, it's 1974, Abba. Obviously, everybody knows Abba started Eurovision.
First.
We move now across into Sweden, the largest of the Scandinavian countries. And although we're looking at streets, it's a country full of mountains, lakes and forests. And of course, it's full of blonde Vikings. And this is one of the reasons why it's good for pictures. These are the Abba group, born Frida, Anna, who's just beside her with the long blonde hair, and Benny. If you can work that out, that's why they're called Abba, because in fact it's Benny born Annie Fried and Anna.
Yeah, you knew that.
You think? Yeah, I knew that, but you think they were the earliest breakouts?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, before that, they were like kind of famous people, but they were already famous.
Okay.
So ABBA was the first one. They made like international. They started with Waterloo. They made it out there. Olivia Newton-John, same
This
year,
shocked me.
1974,
For who?
for the UK.
And what was her song?
I mean,
Was it before or after Greece?
was before Greece. She was just like,
Before Greece.
I think she was just a hit.
She's Australian. I should know this.
yeah, I mean,
Didn't she just die?
yeah, rest in power.
Yes.
Apparently, she said she hated the song. There was pre-selection for her in the UK from 6 songs, and they chose the one that she hated the most.
But so there was. But wait. She doesn't look like she hates it. Yeah, it's very 70s. Okay, what was the?
So it's
It's very 70s. And so you said
It's
Eurovision
great.
really
Long
got
live-
better after 2012.
it's great.
74, it was a long way.
Long live love. Yeah, I mean that's.
Long live love.
I think it was worth mentioning. But the one that was actually made was Celine Dion.
So, I mean, yeah, she's amazing.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. And there's been a lot of, she's been in the news recently for not being included in several prominent lists from the Rolling Stones. They didn't include her in the 200 best vocalists of all time, which is insane. And she has actually a history of issues with the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Because there's an interview where she's talking about them sending some like rock reviewer to her concert and saying it was horrible. And she was like, so you just think all these people who buy my music are stupid? It's quite interesting.
So little Celine from Canada
Wow.
represented Switzerland in 1988, and with the old nose,
Her whole face is old.
like it's a beautiful classic, though.
Is this one of those weird skirts that starts really low on the hip?
It's a suit skirt, yeah.
It looks like she's going to her Holy Communion. And she won.
Yeah. On that, TV presenters were actually naked from the waist down. She's business, and then
Yeah. She looks a little bit like Big Bird.
I know it's not your style.
No, I mean, she was a fully formed artist already. Like, this is...
She was not full. Now she's
Now, I mean,
That was
fully
the
formed
beginning of-
facially, she wasn't, but like, I think her voice and this style, like, this is still her.
Yeah, I think she was like 16 or something. That's how people who were 16 looked in the 80s. Puffy, shoulder.
With like permed hair.
Yeah. Looks a bit like my hair, actually, to be honest.
It's so greasy. Isn't it? Like this like wet look. And what country was she performing in?
That was in Ireland,
Oh.
1988, yeah. Yeah.
So Celine Dion, Abba, and Greta Thunberg's mom. All Greta
Great,
Thunberg.
and Olivia Newton.
And Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I wonder if Greta Thunberg's mom, I wonder if she's jealous of Greta's fame.
they look
Greta's
like a
huge.
really supportive parents.
Yeah?
To be
I
honest,
mean,
yeah.
they're Swedish?
They're Swedish, so they're
Yeah. Obviously, they're
supportive.
Obviously,
No,
they're
but-
supportive. They're Scandinavian.
So recently, in the last year, there was like these 2 Eurovision singers that got big on TikTok, like this song.
The UK
Snap.
guy last year.
No, the Snap song. 1, 2, where are you? Play my heart. It was really big on TikTok.
I'm big on TikTok. What?
I mean, represent Armenia. I mean, let's not. We're too old for TikTok.
No, we're not. TikTok is it's taking over. If you're not relevant on TikTok, you're not relevant. Oh, wow. These TikToks are the worst.
It's like family.
It's like, oh, like we're traveling around Europe and like, look at us just traveling. It's really obnoxious.
I think she got a contract with Sony or Columbia or something crazy thanks to that.
Probably.
So maybe she will be the next Celine Dion.
No, I mean, Månskein or however you say their
Månskein,
name,
true.
they're blowing up.
That's true.
They're huge. And they're like recent,
Yeah.
the second most recent winners, no?
True.
And then people have become relevant. I think you're really underselling the amount of people who break out. I don't remember who they are, but they are.
Dion level.
No, but yeah, I mean, Celine, yeah, okay. They're
I want
the
somebody
cream of the crop.
admire, not just people like. I'm looking for the big money, no big guns.
Okay.
Anyway, so a lot of people just like
And
started.
you would put Olivia Newton-John on the same level as Celine.
I was in Vegas, and her show was sold out. I couldn't get a ticket.
Wow, what year was this?
2015, but like she sings physical, like that's the
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Celine has like a catalog of music.
Well, but they're both as good. But like, what I wanted to say is like, since then, like, just people use Eurovision to do comebacks mostly. So like, people whose career was dead or not happening, they were doing comeback. And I even made a list and had to write it on a paper so I will not forget anything.
Yeah, you're very prepared.
Yeah. So Tattoo.
The Russian band.
Yeah.
That we,
2003.
wow.
Screaming.
I didn't even realize they were from Eurovision last week.
Third place was cute without screaming. Blue was in Eurovision.
Blue. I mean, but that was for a comeback.
Yeah.
So Tattoo was a comeback.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was 2003, so I guess it was like 2 years comeback. Bonnie Tyler was in Eurovision.
Okay.
Total Eclipse of My Heart.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the Australian performers, they're like, who have recently represented Australia, they're all like the first round of Australian Idol winners.
Yeah,
like from when I was a child in like 2000.
Yeah.
And so it was like Guy Sebastian.
I think nobody cares about Australia. Stop bringing it
No
up.
one does.
I bring-
They're
I bring
in Eurovision. You don't need to.
I want to say Katerina and the Waves, Walking on Sunshine. I'm walking on this one.
That was her, but that wasn't a comeback song.
She Love China Light in 97.
But
Anouk.
I really thought these were all Americans.
Anouk represented the Netherlands.
Our friend Anouk.
No, no, Anouk. What goes on? Nobody's wife. Yeah, nobody's wife. She represented the Netherlands.
Gosh.
Yeah, and some performances also just performed there, like in the interval act in the end. Madonna,
I mean,
Robbie Williams.
that
and
was her
Blue.
comeback. She really blew up after.
Yeah,
God, that was
and Blue.
But Blue represented the UK. I thought.
No, Blue. They're Danish. Sorry, Aqua. Did I say Blue?
You said Blue. You meant But
actually,
no,
I meant
because I
Aqua.
think Blue did represent UK.
Yeah,
one
the Blue exactly. But Aqua just performed in the show in 2001. They were actually cute.
Yeah. And then I feel like Eurovision supports other Eurovision like stars, you know? So it's often like there was like Medley where it was like Fuego and all these people came back and then they're only relevant
Heritage.
in the sphere.
Yeah, because we have to stand for each other, right?
Yeah, if we don't, who else will?
Who will do that?
We're the underdogs.
Yeah.
Eurovision is the underdogs.
So last weekend we watched the Belgian pre-selection,
Yeah.
and the most interesting thing was not the songs; it was Alexander Rybak.
I mean,
Mean
it
Alexander
wasn't interesting. It was like cringe and annoying. He was so...
Don't talk about too badly about him because a lot of people love him, and I don't want to create enemies at this point. But just say he was in Eurovision 2009, and he was like the sweet guy, cute face, singing fairy tale, won big time.
2009, it's a long time ago.
I never bought his cuteness and niceness.
No.
And then in the Belgian pre-selection, he proved us how evil he actually is. Do you remember what he
I just
said?
feel like he's bitter. He literally called someone... He said like... He just made really bizarre comments about people stealing and like ripping people off and just being like, oh, your team is really great. Like emphasize weird aspects of people's performances.
So he basically told
I feel
this
like he's
couple,
bitter.
singer-songwriters, that they stole the song from Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, it was basically Ed Sheeran, but
One
well done.
thing. The second thing, there was like this cute 17-year-old woman singing a song, very like naive. And then he was like, you know, if you have a message, you don't need to say you have a message. It's enough
Yeah,
that
but
people
Gal
understand."
Gadot, she's great.
Yeah. And then he was like, yeah, maybe I should learn from you.
44 subscribers on YouTube. What the hell, YouTube? It's like, how could she won kids? Like, are there people in Belgium? Do they, like, who votes for Kid The Voice and then doesn't subscribe to them on YouTube?
Sorry, I just wanted to play that Alexander Rybak.
He really has not aged a second.
He's cute, but he's fake. He's not nice.
And he pretends to play the violin.
Yeah. And he's quite
I
cute.
mean, it is good. He is cute. And he is playing the violin.
Anyway, he did come again to Eurovision a few years after and sang another song in the same vibe. Like this
And didn't
feeling
win.
good. No.
Well, good luck. I don't know. See, but people like him who don't break out, they just come back as judges. And I feel like we see that a lot. In all the pre-selections, there's always some random ex-winner.
Yeah. I mean, because they have to bring them like as a professional.
Yeah, they have to give, like, it provides some sort of legitimacy to their pre-selection. But I mean, like, look, we have a winner from 2009.
Also, like, why to bring a Norwegian? I guess he was the only one who
It's
was
also-
free,
it's-
or he took the less money.
Yeah, but like, he was on the Belgian pre-selections the same night that Norway was also holding their pre-selections.
Yeah, but the first semi-final, the
So
first
that's a
hit.
weird snub.
You think?
Well, I mean, why wasn't he in the Norwegian pre-selection?
Because nobody likes. No.
Exactly. At home, he can't get paid at home. He's got to, ship himself out to some other country.
No, but I mean, the Norwegian one was also cute.
It was good, actually. Overall, they were all quite good that night.
Yeah.
Even, did
It's
we watch any
Norwegian.
Estonia? Or did we not?
We watched like just the songs. But the Norwegian one was actually great. The Norwegian like she won. She was supposed to represent 2020. Eurovision was cancelled, and now she's coming back with a lot of screaming. What about screaming in Eurovision? What do you think about that?
Screaming, I think people feel like they're so pumped full of emotion, They've been working on this, they've been singing this song nonstop for 6 months. They want to like let out some raw energy.
Do you think it has to be over the top?
It doesn't have to be, but it also does. It takes nothing away. I think I'm here for screaming.
It's not normal, is it?
I don't know what it depends. It's like, what are you talking about screaming? Like, you're not talking about like Finland where they're like screamers.
Burst it out in like.
No, you want the big, because also that's the time when the camera can really zoom out and show the whole audience and everyone going crazy.
Let's just play the screaming part of that song. Nobody screams like this in real life.
I mean, what is real life? Like, like on the street? I feel like no, you need to have this. You need to have this. You've only got 3 minutes. You need to have some sort of impact. It's also this beat where everyone claps.
True, yeah. So it's like a cappella.
Yeah, and then like the music, the instrumentals dim, and then the vocals really take control.
I'm really, really into that song.
This song is good. But I also like there's a few from the Melodi Grand Prix that's very good.
The one that is like the Vikings and the screaming, the Queen of the Kings.
The Queen of the
This
Kings.
is like a panic attack in a song.
This is good though. I like Queen of the Kings. And
Should I play another 10 seconds of that?
there was another.
Though we get in really niche, we get into like the inside of the pre-selection of the hit one of like.
Yeah, but I mean, it's early. It's early in the season.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're going to have to also take a huge break. But we're going to have to break and then listen to all the pre-selections all together later. Alessandra. The staging of the Norwegian pre-selection was
They
great.
invested so much money.
And
but
they just like
have
all the backup dancers, they constantly just appeared out of nowhere. Like that. Where were they?
in the dark.
It's very good. But I think we should also discuss how, like for instance, in the Belgian pre-selection, the same thing happened last year with Spain and maybe another country where
They decided we're gonna be good this year.
there were lots of songs that weren't, your bog standard Eurovision song that were great, and then they don't get selected. It's like even though Spain did end up picking a really great song with replay, slow-mo, which was great, but the pre-selection had some really amazing songs that were just
feminist
so
song,
niche.
Mama.
Yeah, the feminist song about nipples, and then there was another one also. I thought there were 2 or 3 songs in the Spanish pre-selection which were great. The same last year with Finland, great songs, and then they don't get picked. I feel like Finland just picks weird screaming
no
songs.
justice.
There is no justice. Like Gal Gadot, Gal Dragot or whatever her name is. She even tried to do like a tour. She was in the Albanian pre-selection as like a guest. And then her song is amazing. It has a message which she wants people to see. And then She's 44 subscribers. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, I guess it was too edgy also for the people. People just want to
think
have
it
a good
was.
time and like have like ooh and shake the hands and do like jazz hands. Yeah.
I mean, Belgium really kicked themselves in the foot. I don't think this win. The problem is they're not special, and it divides the vote in the final.
But apparently he's a queer activist.
Every
person.
activist.
And like he's
I'm not a fan.
I think he's very big in like being a queer and activist in Belgium.
He's very big on being a queer. Okay.
Because we should
No, maybe I'll bounce back because I also thought the same thing about slow-mo, and then slow-mo is amazing.
Yeah. So you think it will grow on you?
But she was so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I hope.
Okay.
It's Belgium, actually.
Yeah.
They probably won't even make it to the final.
No, they will not. With that, I don't think so. I mean, that's
Well, actually, no. So the voting changed. You spoke a little bit about this last week, and then I interrupted you. But I think we should really emphasize how it has changed.
Oh, okay. So last year, basically, in the semi-final, a lot of countries voted for each other. The judges, they like decided in advance who's gonna give the 12 or 10 points to, and they made like a bet. So then countries went to the final, although they actually didn't deserve to go to the final. So this year they decided to cancel the semifinals because it's the most kind of like dramatic thing who will reach the final. So there are going to be no judges, only televoting.
Okay.
So only the people in the audience, like at home, can vote.
I think that's.
I love democracy.
That's gonna really change the dynamic.
Yeah.
Because I did feel that there were a lot of countries that didn't make it through to the final who should have.
Yeah, that's true. It's always like that though.
Yeah, but because these judges cheat. And
Because they cheat, yeah. But now they're cancelled.
Sneaky.
Yeah, but in the final, they're going to still have the judges, the boomers, but in the semifinal, not. So, yeah.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think a big thing also is who decides which country performs in which semifinal.
As is an allocation draw.
It's just random.
It's random, yeah.
Wow.
They're like, I don't know, it's a bit complicated.
I mean,
like it according to like which area of Europe they are, in order to avoid 5 countries from the Balkan being in one semifinal. So they chose 3 ex-Soviet countries here, ex-Soviet.
so it's so random.
No, it's just like to avoid like this like neighbors voting.
And who are the big 5?
The UK, Italy. It's the people that pay the most money. UK, Italy, Germany, France, and Spain. Because they basically sponsor Eurovision. In '96, actually, Germany didn't go to the final. And Eurovision had like a really budget.
I thought they automatically make it to the final.
It was before this rule was invented.
Was this rule invented because they didn't make it this one
It was invented, I think, in 97 or 98, but can be, yeah.
Okay. Sad losers.
We need money. Yeah. And sadly, some countries had to not participate this year because of the recession. Because it would be too expensive. Yeah, I don't remember which one. We can check, but like some countries don't have money this year to participate.
Like
Like
Eurovision is the
Macedonia,
thing that they cut.
Yeah.
I'm sure they wouldn't. I'm sure they wouldn't cut the football.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true.
I mean, both equally corrupt. But still, one is about the arts.
Yeah. What about music? Especially
Music.
screaming.
Think of all the content
Greta
that's
Thunberg
not
mama.
getting produced because Macedonia isn't in the
in the Eurovision.
Eurovision.
Macedonia.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Is that
check.
what you
I
said?
think Macedonia is very good. Okay. I think we're gonna end up here. Put something on us.
Put a cork in it for another nondescript amount of time,
Yeah. And we'll see everybody.
and then we'll be back
Then we'll be back.
for Naked Truth. Mwah. Mwah.
See you. Bye.